My name is Nikki Massie, and I am the Director for Digital Fundraising and Marketing at Plan International USA. My work surrounds rallying support from people online to support our mission around the world to advocate for children's rights and equality for girls. When we migrated to Engaging Networks, our most pressing need was to have a tool that our team could actually manage. We had a very complicated marketing automation tool previously, and it was one where it was very singular. So it was mostly just email that it handled, but then we had to, when it came to marketing automation, we had to use that tool, which was already complicated. We had to try to go into our CRM to see donation behavior. We had to go into yet another platform for things like peer-to-peer. And so, really, we saw Engaging Networks as a chance to unify our donor experience. I also was looking for a way to have a better branded experience for us. A lot of times when you sign on to a platform, you are sort of beholden to whatever format they have. I really like the fact that Engaging Networks lets you make your space and your tools your own. And so now we have tools that look like us, they talk like us, they behave like us. And so that's really been gratifying to see that unfold. But really we were trying to manage to just be simpler. A tool is only as good as your ability to use it, and we have a really small and mighty team, and we needed a tool that we could really use and really leverage to be able to fulfill our mission by driving revenue. Right now, we use Engaging Networks for not only our email marketing automation, but also our donation pages. And then we are planning to launch peer-to-peer symbolic giving and events in Engaging Networks. So we are going all in. I would say one of the most immediate benefits that we've seen, especially with regards to donation pages, is that we didn't have the ability to test and iterate before. We had a set donation page, and if we wanted to make changes to it, it took weeks or months to implement one single change of a test. So we just really didn't have the ability to scale testing the way we wanted to. And now we are able to, because the tool is approachable to us, we are able to go in there, design tests, and really sort of build on what's working, cut down what's not working, and just try different things, which really is sort of the key to success for us. Another thing about Engaging Networks that is good is that with the segments feature, you can really sort of niche down to see where things work and with whom they work. So we plan to run that test for a little while and to really observe who responds to which versions of the donation form, and really sort of keeping that open mind that there isn't necessarily one solution that's going to work for everybody. So to be more dynamic. I enjoy getting together with other members of the Engaging Networks community, seeing what kinds of tests organizations are running, how they're leveraging the tool, and hearing about their campaigns and how they're successfully using Engaging Networks. Hearing how other people have approached problems really does help me. I keep writing down all of these ideas of things to test and things to go back and talk to my own staff about. So sometimes you just need to hear what other people are doing to jog ideas of your own. I do read the Engaging Networks community boards quite a lot, just to see, because I know that sometimes when I'm having a challenge, I can't have been the first person or the only person to have that challenge. So it's helpful to just go on there and do a search to see if anybody else has experienced something that I'm being challenged by. And then also, whenever there's a webinar and opportunity to learn more, I'm always there. Of all of the things about Engaging Networks that I like, I think that the support is really, really nice. Engaging Networks obviously is a growing company, but it operates like that small company that really wants to sort of win your support. And so everybody's super responsive. I don't think I've ever waited 24 full hours for an answer, even when I email in support. I have a customer success manager that I can sort of puzzle out, higher level issues and challenges with. There is the support community in the portal. There is a knowledge bank that I can access. And so a lot of times I will go and into the knowledge bank and just search for something and start reading up on it, and then follow up with maybe looking through the support portal. And then if I really need to sort of apply it back to how it applies to my organization or our account, like sort of talking it over with my customer success manager. So I really like that there's a lot of like sort of both self-study but then personalized support. My customer success manager is Sarah Nielsen, and she is so optimistic. It's like when we're talking, sometimes I'll be, just naturally in the course of work, you get stressed out and things like that. She always has like this wonderful can-do attitude, and she's always willing to help and jump in. And then if she doesn't know the answer, she'll pull in other resources to make sure that I get the answer that I need. I really believe that engaging networks, the culture, is sort of what makes a big difference. From the fact that, I sat in a session today with someone who's explaining the reporting tool, who is taking feedback, the fact that we can suggest features that we'd like to see, the fact that, there's this sort of almost complete end-to-end year throughout the year release cycle. The fact that you can upvote ideas, so if somebody else has put forward an idea that you're also really passionate about, you can support that too. It's just like I feel like we have a voice in how this tool develops, and I really do feel that Engaging Networks strives hard to cater to the nonprofit community specifically. There's a lot of tools that were born out of the for-profit community. Engaging Networks feels like it is made for the nonprofit community, and we really like that. I think the most important aspect of building something for the nonprofit community is to realize that even though we do transactions, what we do is not transactional. We are not selling a product to someone. We are inviting them to make a difference in the world. And there's so many parts of that. I feel like even in the for-profit world, they realize that the experience that you have when you are transacting is important. But for the nonprofit community, even more so. And so, it's in the little details of, making sure that things are streamlined so that people know where their money is going, that it has, sort of all these accessible ways of giving. And we see that like things like donor-advised funds, for example, are becoming more and more popular, and integrating those types of mechanisms right into the donation page where people would otherwise go, and centrally focusing that message on the mission and the need as opposed to, a product. Now, we do have symbolic giving, which is a product-based thing, but even there, the touches of being able to sort of sell your mission and having the space and the mechanisms to do that is really important, because it's not an exchange of products for services. People are investing money in the kind of world that they want to build.